morning everyone, how are we? I hope you're really well and nice and bright and breezy this lovely sunny morning. So we are coming today to do some Pilates with me, Kerry. All you need is yourself and a mat and we will get started. So first of all, let's just get nice and warmed up. So feet hip distance apart, shoulders back and down. Let's take a big breath in through the nose, stretching the fingertips up to the ceiling, and then slowly take the arms back down. And again, deep breath in, lovely big stretch up, and then slowly take the arms back down. Do that again, really try and stretch those arms straight, reaching right out of your shoulders up to the ceiling, and then slowly down again. And again, breathe in, nice big stretch up, and then release, take your arms back down. Super, well done. Now we're just going to start to pick the legs up one at a time. So I'm just going to put my hands on my hips here to make sure I'm not letting my body rock. So just picking it up and slowly down. Keep your shoulders down. And when you know that you're nice and stable, you can take your hands away, and we're going to take the arms up as we take the knee up. So lift and lower, and again, breathe in, steady yourself, really think about using your connection, draw your navel back to your spine, and again, breathe in, zip yourself up, good. So I hope it's a lovely morning where you are. It's so lovely and bright here, still a little bit chilly, but nice and bright and no rain, so that's good. So drop those shoulders, draw your navel back to your spine. Good, and again. Take your time. Now this time we're going to leave the leg up, hold the arms up, and then you're going to turn the knee out just on its own, and then bring it back to center, and then pop them down. Again, so inhale, take your arms up, leg up. Now just turn the knee out on its own, and then slowly bring it back. So it's only that leg that's moving. Breathe in, connect, and take the knee out. Keep your body still. Use your tummy to bring the leg back in. Good, and again. So really think about keeping your body still as you take the leg out. Next time we're going to take the arms down at the same time. So breathe in. As you take the leg out to the side, take the arms out to the sides, and then bring everything back in together, and then down. Good, again, inhale, exhale, lift up out of the top of the head, super, well done, and back, and down. Just let's do two more. Keep the lovely stretch that you've got in the top of the head, stretching the spine, open the arms, bring it back slowly, and replace. Try not to lose the height. Breathe in. Stretch up to the ceiling now. Take the leg out and slowly back up. Good. And relax. Well done. Super. Now let's just roll those shoulders round, keeping your head lovely and still. Nice big shoulder rolls. Take it into the opposite direction. Keeping your head nice and still. Well done. Now let's float one arm up, drop the shoulder, and hinge forward at the hip. Slowly come back up and release. So inhale, float the arm up, connect across the tummy, and stretch forward. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart still. Super. And again, breathe in. Stretch up and hinge forward. Keep that head in line with the arm. And again, so keep the arm still. Once you've lifted it, keep the arm still. Stretch forward. Now let's try it with both arms. If you don't fancy it with both arms, just stay with one. It's much more challenging with both. Reach. You need to double connect your tummy. Now slowly take it back up and release. And again, inhale, connect, and hinge forward. Super, well done. Take it back up, release. Now let's take it into a balance. So one arm, right arm, left leg, take your time, take it down slowly. When you get to the point where you feel that you can't take it any further, you can take the other arm forward. Press that right foot into the floor and hold the stretch. And release. Well done. Change sides. Breathe in. Remember, you want to keep your arm and body in the same line as the leg. So it might be that you only go down so far, like here, and then take the arm forward. It's up to you. Just go as far as it's good for you. Keep your pelvis face down to the floor. Stretch the other arm forward when you're ready. Good. And release. Well done. Let's take it into a squat. So we're going to breathe in. Take the hands into prayer. Hinge forward. Bend into the knees and pull back. Again. Breathe in. Hinge forward. Bend and pull back. And again. Breathe. So draw your tummy muscles away from your top. Keep everything else in the body lovely and light. Super. And again, inhale. So let's do 2 more. Breathe in, breathe out. And the last one. Inhale, exhale. Fantastic. Well done. Take those arms up to the ceiling. And then we're just going to reach over to the left, stretching the waist, back to centre, be tall, and then over to the other side. Lovely, well done. Back to centre, and release the arms down in front of you, and then start to roll yourself down towards the floor. Remember, stop wherever you feel comfortable. You might just want to go to your knees. Let yourself down gradually. And then at the bottom, take a breath in and start to build yourself up again. Drop the shoulders, bone after bone. Take a breath in. Bring the arms in front of you and then roll on the out breath. Stay as rounded as possible as you go down. Tuck your tailbone under and roll. Breathe in and lift up. Push. Bone after bone. And then stretch the arms up one last time. Reach as high as you can. And a little reach back. Hold it there. Extension of the spine. Feet flat into the floor. And then release. Well done. So let's take it down onto the mat. Make sure you're nice and comfortable in your position. Make sure you can see, and remember, just try and listen to the words. So hopefully, if you just keep your head centre, you can just hear the words and follow the instructions. So first of all, let's just start by making sure we're nice and neutral. So feet flat on the floor, toes have a little wiggle. Make sure your ankles, knees, hips and shoulders are all in those invisible tram lines. So right through the body. Nice straight lines. Now make sure that you're not tilting your pelvis forward or back. So just have a little feel. Make sure you're nice and flat here. So you can take a little tilt one way and then the other. And just to make sure that you're not coming out of neutral, you need to make sure you're right in the middle of those two extreme positions. So have a little wiggle around. See where you're neutral so you're nice and flat. So you could put a plate here and it would be nice and stable. So we're going to start off by just floating both arms up over the head on the in-breath, and then breathe out. Take your arms back down. So think about your neutral spine and make sure your chin's in towards your chest, because quite often as you get concentrating on other things, your head tends to do this, starts going back. Just keep making sure that your chin's close to your chest. Good. Now, this is a good exercise just to make sure that you're neutral. So it's quite tricky to stay neutral when you take your arms over your head. So usually you would arch your back, but I want you to keep your back in the same position and just use your core, so your deep abdominals, to maintain the position. Let's just do one more. So important to get that lovely big in-breath here. Breathe in and breathe out. Good, and then float the arms down. Now we're just going to keep nice and simple and take one leg out to the side and then use your tummy to bring the leg in. Then change legs. So close your eyes now and just try to imagine your body being absolutely still. So you're looking down at yourself. You're imagining the body being absolutely still, just apart from that one very clean movement to the side with one leg. It's not a drop, just place it out to the side. So I want you to control it on the way down, but mainly on the way up. So really use your tummy on the way up. Now let's incorporate the arms at the same time. So now you've got to think doubly hard at keeping the back in its neutral position. So inhale, pelvic floor connected. Keep your chin to your chest. Use the out breath to come back. Again, inhale. Remember you're alternating the leg. Breastbone soft. Use the out breath to come back. And remember, we double the connection on the out breath. One more time. Breathe in. So your upper body is moving symmetrically, making sure the arms are moving together. Keep the breastbone down and slowly come back to center. Lovely, well done. Now let's start picking up the legs, one leg at a time. One and then down and the other. Again, close your eyes and visualize the shape of the leg as you lift and lower. And also think about how much of your body is touching the mat. I want you to keep it like that. Imagine you're just balancing on your spine. Keep those shoulders down. Keep the connection. Now let's start by lifting one leg. And then we lift the second leg under control. First leg down. And then the second. Breathe in and lift. So you keep changing the lead leg. So what you're trying to do here is to make sure your body stays as still as possible especially when you lift that second leg. Like it's a secret that your upper body doesn't know it's happening. Try and keep the right angle behind the knees. Good. Remember to rest if you need to. Maybe just do a few, have a rest and then come back in. So this is one more on each leg now. Take it down and then the other side. Breathe in and lift. Good. Now hold those legs there. You're going to straighten your right leg, either like this, then your left leg, or take it up to the ceiling if you prefer. So low or high. Remember, your body stays lovely and still. Now let's take the arms up in front of us and take the opposite arm away as the leg goes away. Take the arm overhead. So one arm stays absolutely still. Keep your shoulder blades pressed into the mat. Keep breathing. Remember, if this is getting tricky, you can take away the arms. You can take the legs up to the ceiling to make it easier. Think about the parts of your back that are touching the mat. Is it still the same? Shoulder blades pressed into the floor. Good. Remember, if it gets too tricky, have a rest or go into an easier level like this. Up to the ceiling. This is your last one. Lovely, well done. Bring your knees into your chest and have a little rest. Good, so we should be nicely prepped. Our abdominals warmed up, we're working the correct muscles. We're just going to pop our feet back down to the floor. Keep your little space between your feet and just take the legs from one side to the other. Keep the little space between your knees, and if you find that hard to do, you can put something between them, a ball, or you can put a cushion between your knees, just to make sure that you keep the space and don't just let your knees come together or go too wide out. You need to stay in that same line. So your head's going in the opposite direction. Now I want you to pick up the weight of your legs with your tummy. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And just really let the abdominals bring the weight of your legs over. Again, good idea to close your eyes and try and visualise what you're doing. Head goes in the opposite direction. Now this is a brilliant exercise for your waist. Just try and let your legs go as far as possible. Head goes to the other direction. Now you can stay with this. If you've got a really good connection going on, you can stay with what you're doing. I'm going to bring my upper body in. So shoulder blades down. So as my legs go to the left, my head goes to the right and so does my arm. And I'm following my arm to the floor and then I bring it back up. Everything comes back into the middle together and then my head goes left with my arm and my knees are always on their own. They have got no company. They're just taking themselves off to the opposite side. So keep going and get that lovely connection back. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Remember, use your waist muscles to bring those legs up. So don't use your legs now, just use your tummy. We'll be doing lots of legs later. So don't use them now, save them. And one more time at that pace and that level. And then if you want to, you can pick your legs up. Now this is much more challenging, so don't do it if you don't want to. So we pick our legs up to tabletop. You can start with your arms by your sides just to see how you get on. So head goes in the opposite direction to the knees. Little space between the knees, then rock all the way over to the other side. Arms outstretched but not too high. They need to be under your shoulders. Now, it is tricky, but you can then do the arms. So, same thing applies. You're looking at your hand as it goes to the floor, and your knees are going on their own. And again. So you're looking at the hand. This requires a bit of balance, a bit of strength in your core. There's lots of different levels that you can stay with. So you can go all the way back to having your feet on the floor and your arms on the floor. Or you can go back to your feet on the floor and using the arms like this. Up to you. Just going to do one more to each side. Lift up through the tummy. Such a good exercise for your waist. Good. And then we pop ourselves back into the centre and give ourselves a hug. Bring your knees into your chest. Let's wake up those legs. So keep your head down, your chin to your chest. Hold onto your left leg tight like this. Stretch your right leg up to the ceiling. Point your toes. Take the leg down. So it's right on the floor if possible. Flex your foot and then take it up to the ceiling. Do that again. Point on the way down. Flex and press. And again. Point on the way down. Flex, exaggerate and stretch your toes. 4 more. Flex, good. And again. So you're drawing a lovely straight line all the way to the floor. Now, especially with doing this exercise, your head goes back. So keep bringing your chin to your chest. Last one. Push your bottom into the floor. Press that leg. Breathe. Bend the knee in and change legs. So take the leg to the ceiling. Shoulders away from the ears and point, flex. And again, point. Straight line down. Touch the floor with the backs of the legs if you can. So you slow and deliberate moves. Good. And again, imagine you're nourishing that leg. 4 more. Good. And again, breathe. Keep your body still. Keep checking that your chin's close to your chest. So you're looking at your knees. Good. Lovely. 2 more. And stretch. 1 more time. Push your bottom into the floor. Push your heels up to the ceiling. press your body into the mat, and then bring both knees into the chest. So head and shoulders up. We're going to start our abdominal section. So what we're going to do today is do 5 of the classic Pilates exercises. We're going to put them all together at the end. We're going to really work our abdominals. I'm going to give you options from easy to hard, so that you really want to stick with where you feel most comfortable. So single leg stretch is the starting point. Here's your basic single leg stretch. Hold on to one leg, head and shoulders right up. Now switch legs. If you want to, you can take your legs higher to make it easier. You can take your head down, make sure you stay neutral, or if you want to make it more challenging, take your arms away, and you can even take your arms up and down as you move the legs. So we're going to do 16 to practice. Off we go. Choose your level. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and breathe. Good, well done. Lovely, again. Choose your level up to the ceiling if you want to. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, and rest. So you've got that in your pocket. You know which level you're going to use. Head and shoulders up. Work helps with the rectus abdominals and the transversus abdominals working together. If you have your head down, it's much more challenging to stay strong in the core. So remember, try and stay neutral, so you might need to take your legs higher if your head and shoulders are down. So if you can, bring the head and shoulders up. You could even put your hands behind your head to make a little hammock to support the back of the head if you want to. So let's just do that again. We'll do 16 again. Ready? And 1 and 2. Try and lift yourself higher, and lift and lift. Lovely. 8 more. Lift. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, super, 2, 1, brilliant, and relax. So from there we're going to go into the crisscross, which is a very similar exercise, but you're just working the obliques. I'm going to give you options. Have a look first. So very similar to the single leg stretch, so a smooth transition. Now, things to think about. Keep your spine on the mat. But quite often people tend to bring themselves over like this, exaggerating. This is not what it is. Your legs are doing the same thing as they did in the single leg stretch, and you're just getting a lovely rotation in the waist with the elbows back. Very, very good for your waist. So if you want an easier option, here is the easier option. Bring the leg up, the knee to elbow, and again, like this. Ready? Let's try 16. So if you're doing the easier option, you'll probably get 8 in. So you're doing 8. Ready? And 1, and 2, and 3, and keep going, and rotate, 8 more, and 8, 7, and stretch those legs away. 4 more, and 3, 2, 1. Lovely, well done. Super. Just let's have a little stretch before we move on to our third exercise. Breathe, just relax. And then take the arms back down, slide your feet back in, and pop the legs back up for a double leg stretch. So we tuck our heads and shoulders in like this. We're in a ball. We're going to reach the arms out and up, and then circle the arms back in, back onto your ankles. Head stays up all the time. So stretch up and over, and then circle back in. Easier options. One leg extends, and then circle back in. Just one leg extends. You can also, if you want to, keep your head down. One leg extends. Always come back into that ball so your hands are on your ankles. Ready? Let's practice 4 of them. And in. and again. Stretch, and in, good. Stretch, and in, well done. Now, carry on with 4 more if you can, your level. Keep your head tucked in, stretch, work your tummy muscles, pelvic floor, switched on, 2 more. Good, last one. And back in. Choosing those levels, remember, pop those legs down and just give yourselves a wee rock from side to side. Breathe in. So now you've got the single leg stretch, the crisscross, and then you've got the double leg stretch. Now, still got 2 exercises to add on. First of all, we're going to go into scissors. We're going to practice them first. Legs up, head and shoulders up. So you're going to hold onto your right leg. Take your left leg down for 4, 3, 2, then swap. 4, 3, 2, then swap. Try and keep your legs straight and your body still. So don't rock from side to side. 4, 3, 2, swap. Easier option. 4, 3, 2, swap. 4, 3, 2, swap. Head down even. 3, 2, swap. 4, 3, now 2s. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now singles and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Well done, brilliant. Remember, if you need to, rest out a whole section if you want to. Just have a breather. We need to practice that one more time. Legs up to the ceiling, so we're going to do 4 4s, 4 2s, and then 8 singles. Straight legs. And 4, 3, 2. Swap. Lift, lift. Head and shoulders higher. Point your toes. Brilliant. And again. Remember your options. Now 2s. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. Singles. 8, 7. Lift. Well done. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Well done. The good news is we only need the singles for when we put it all back together. So, last exercise. Legs up to the ceiling. Point your toes. Have a little look. And take your arms behind your head. You're going to straighten one leg to the floor, then bring it back. Remember, if you don't want to go all the way to the floor, you don't have to. Try and keep your head and shoulders up. Now, if you can take both legs down, just as far as you can stay neutral. So that's up to you. So it's option of one leg or both legs. And we're going to do 4. So if we're doing 4, you're concentrating on making sure that your back is strong and neutral. Don't take your legs any further down than you feel comfortable. So let's just give it a little practice. We'll do 8 to practice. And 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, and up. Use your tummy. Good. 4 more. And 1, 2, 3, and up. Good. Last 2. The level is completely up to you. 1 more. Brilliant. Well done. Excellent. Give yourselves a little rock from side to side. Super. We're going to put our 5 powerhouse exercises together now. So just a little recap. Single leg stretch. Then crisscross. Double leg stretch. Then scissors for single 8s. Or here, single 8s. And then those 4 leg lowers. 1 leg or 2 or a little combination. Ready? What we're looking for, what I can't see, but what I really hope you're doing, is really smoothly transitioning from one position to the other. So, head and shoulders up, single leg stretch, and choose your level. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, crisscross, and 8, 7, stretch the leg away. Good. 4, 3, 2, double leg stretch. In and away. Remember, one leg option if you want to. 2 more, like this. 1 more. And up for scissors. Your choice. Point your toes. How we doing? Good. Keep going. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and leg lowers. Head and shoulders up. 1 leg or 2. Be strong. And again. Keep stretching. Well done. Brilliant. Give yourselves a tight hug in and relax. Then after your tight hug, lovely long stretch. Just so that we can do it one more time. Are we ready? So just one more time. Feet flat on the floor. Bring those legs up. Make it really good. Choose your level. This is going to be the last time, so make it your best. And 8, single leg stretch. 7, lift up higher. Lift up higher. Head and shoulders up. 4, 3, 2, crisscross. And 8, 7. Good. Stretch, stretch. 2, double leg stretch. 1 leg or 2. Tight as a ball into a pencil. Circle round, tight, stretch. Keep your head up. Keep breathing. Good, 1 more. Legs up to the ceiling. Scissors, or choose your level here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Straight legs up to the ceiling. 1 leg or 2. Head and shoulders up. Squeeze those legs together now. Good. 2 more. Elbows back. Last one. Super. Well done, everybody. Tight as a ball in again. Whew. Good job. Pop your head down. Pop your feet flat to the floor. And let's just rock our head from side to side. Take your palms so they're face down. Stretch your fingers out to east and west. Press your arms as much into the mat as possible, and then just take your head from east to west as if you were painting a rainbow with your nose. Just relaxing there. Nice and easy. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, and then we're going to pop our heads back into the centre. Just walk your fingers out to the sides of the room a little bit more. And then turn the palms so they're up. And then rotate them back again. And then do it again. Just rotate it out. And then slowly back. Twice more, just nice and gently. Take it open. You're still stretching them. And then back. One more time. Lovely turn out. Get it all the way over. Now make a fist. Squeeze the hands together. Open. And turn back. One more time like this. Rotate. Squeeze the hands in. Open. And rotate. And slide your hands back to your sides. And then returning over. So, legs, elbow under the shoulder on one side, like this. Your top leg bent, like this, and we're concentrating on the lower leg. Just check, first of all, your elbows right under your shoulder, not here or here. So just make sure it's a nice vertical line there. Flex your foot on this straight leg. So, one leg is bent behind you, this leg is straight. Flex your foot. Zip up your tummy, so peel your tummy away from the floor. You're going to lift this leg up for 8. 8 and down. Good. And down and lift and down. Breathe. Super. Keep your leg nice and straight if you can. Well done. Keep the shoulder relaxed. One more. Now we're going to take the leg forward and then back, just at your own range of movement. What you're trying to do is keep the rest of your body lovely and still. Try and go as far forward as possible and as far back as possible. Trying to keep the body still, that's the goal. 2 more. Keep the leg off the floor if you can. Now we lift up again. So we go for 4 and down. 3 and down. 2. 1 more. Now we take it forward for 4 and away. And 3. Good. Keep your legs straight if you can. And keep breathing. Watch this shoulder when you get tired. Up. If it's really uncomfortable like that, up for 2. You can come down like this. Up for 2. And then forward for 2. Good. We do 2s twice. Up for 2. And forward for 2. Now we go into singles. So we go up for 1. And then forward for 1. Good. Again, up for 1. A bit higher. Forward for 1. Up for 1. And forward. And again. Brilliant. Let's just pop those last 4 in. Up and forward. Good. Again. Up and forward. Last 2. Watch the shoulder. 1 more. Now we're going to hold it here and pulse upwards. And 8, 7, 6. Lift. 5. Higher. 3, 2. Last 8. And up. 8. 7, keep your body still, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Well done. Legs together now, and we're going to lie down. Stretch those legs away, point your toes, make sure your hips are stacked, so have a look down your body, nice straight line here. So easy for this top hip to fall back, can make it easier. Just try and balance. Remember, you can use your hand as much as you need to. Take your shoulder away from your ear. We're going to lift both legs up, point your toes and relax your shoulders. Hold it there. We're going to take the top leg up for 10. 10 and 9. Keep your bottom leg off the floor. If you can, take your hand away. That would be brilliant. Otherwise, just use 1 or 2 fingers to help you balance. Good. Pelvic floor tight. You can put your hands back whenever you want to. Good. Now we're going to take that top leg forward for 2 and back for 2, keeping the rest of the body still. Good. Again, forward for 2. Use your hands now if you need to, and then back for 2. Good. 2 more. Keep that navel to spine connection. Pelvic floor nicely lifted. Good, and back. Let's take it up for 10 and 10 and 9, 8. Keep stretching, relax the shoulder. Take away the arm now if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We take it forward again. See how you can go. 1 finger to help you balance. Remember, it's better than wobbling. But just use 1 finger, don't rely on your whole hand. You want your core to be challenged. Try and keep the bottom leg off the floor if possible. Bringing the legs back to meet each other together. And really thinking about your posture. Last one. That's the last time we're going forward and back. The last time we're going to lift the legs up and down for 10 and 10. Keep the bottom leg up. 9, 8, 7, 6 and 5. Breathe. 3, 2, 1 and relax. Lovely, well done. Just bring that knee up and relax. Press the whole of the body into the floor. Bring your knee a bit higher if you want to. So we're going to push ourselves all the way over to the other side. Take your legs over to the other side. Let's go from the inner thigh. Elbow into the shoulder. Remember, if you get tired, go down to lying. So flexed foot, relax your shoulder, vertical line here, neck long, and up. 8 and Good, well done. So minimal movement, remember. Keep breathing. How are we doing? As your legs straight, as your foot flexed. 2 more, well done. 1 more. Now we're going forward. Nice big range of movement like we did on the other side. Stabilize, keep the body still. Nice big stretch for 4 and 3. Well done. Don't sink. 2. 1 more. Now we're going up and 4 and down. 3 and down. 2. We're going forward. Stabilize. Big range of movement. Stretch. Super. Off the floor as much as you can. Now we do 2s. Going up. Coming forward. Remember, don't rely on your shoulder. As you're concentrating more on your leg, try and keep that lovely stability. Forward. Good. Now we go singles. Up and forward. And up and forward. And up. And. Super. And again. Breathe. Deep breaths. Lovely straight leg. Try not to sink into your shoulder. 1 more. Now we're going to pulse. And 8 and 7 and straight and lift. 4, 3, 2, 8 more. And 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Well done. Straight down into lying. Legs together now. Completely different emphasis now. More emphasis on the outer thigh. But still remember, it's the core that is doing the work. Nice and flat here. Open the chest. So lift both legs. Top leg for 10. Up and down. Remember, you might be a little bit more wibbly on one side than the other. But really try, especially on this easier part, try to balance. So set yourself up, keep your mind on your balance, keep breathing. Now we're going to take the leg forward for 2 and back for 2. Try and just use 1 finger. It's up to you though, remember. Minimal finger. And back. Good. 1 more. And back. Now we go back up and down and lift. Straight leg. Bottom leg still off the floor if possible. And breathe and breathe. Really good. Well done. And let's go forward for the last time. Forward and back. Now close your eyes and really think about setting yourself up for a good balance. See what you need to use to help you. Nice big range of movement in that leg if possible. Good, last one. Take it back. Now we take it up for the last time. And 10 and 9. Keep breathing. 8. Super. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Brilliant. Bring that leg forward and stretch the leg. Just let everything relax into the mat now. Press your thigh into the mat and just keep that position. Really well done, everybody. Let's push ourselves up now into a box position. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Let's roll the back up into a cat stretch. Hands underneath your shoulders, toes stretched away, head tucked in. Now take a breath in through your nose. As you breathe out, tilt the pelvis under and start to roll through the back. I want you to really focus your mind on separating every bone. Breathe in again. Bring your chin in. Think about your spine. Roll up. Tilt the pelvis. Keep tilting. Take it under. into that lovely rounded position. Now sit back into the legs and stretch your arms forward. Good. Drop the head down and take your arms up behind you as far as they will go. Try and make space in both shoulders. Press your body down between the legs. And then slowly float yourself back up. Reach the arms up to the ceiling. And then open up the chest. Open up the chest to the ceiling. And release. Well done. Come back up. Let's curl the toes under. Head tucked in. Straighten your legs and then slowly start to build yourself up very slowly. Take your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Big stretch. See how high you can stretch. And relax. Well done. Let's take 2 nice big breaths. Ready? Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. One more time. Breath in. And breathe out. Super. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the class. Let me know how you got on. See you soon. Bye.